Have you ever been getting obsessive suicidal thoughts for like a whole day, just constantly thinking about killing yourself? And then the moment you tell somebody and they say, dude, don't do it, you have so much to live for, don't kill yourself. That's when you want to kill yourself? You know what I mean? Hello! Welcome to the next installment of the Regrettable podcast, the What the Fuck Am I Talking About edition. This happened to me on Thursday. Like, the whole day, I had these horribly obsessive thoughts about suicide. I didn't feel like doing it, alright? I didn't feel like doing it at all. Um, but I was just thinking about it all day. And then I just stupidly mention it to someone, and they're like, dude, no, don't do it. And I'm like, oh, fuck, now I want to do it because you act like you matter. You know, it's like, don't talk to people. Don't talk to anyone. If you know anyone who's mentally ill, don't be their therapist, alright? Just be their friend. That's all you need to be. And a friend doesn't need to say shit. Don't kill yourself. You don't say shit like that. And maybe it's my fault for burdening you with the idea of suicide. But like I said, I didn't want to do it. I was just thinking about it constantly. Yeah, but it is what it is. So yeah, this podcast. If any of you listeners remember my last podcast, I mentioned having a new format. Well, not this week. This week is going to be the same old shit. I'm going to complain about the same old garbage. And I wasn't even going to make a podcast because I have nothing to talk about. Nothing good anyways, but I do. Now I have something to talk about. Big news. Most of you know about my trip to Yaikon. Most of you know about all the work that I'm doing there. The big news is, a big announcement, my comedy panel got approved for the third year in a row. The Yaikon Comedy Clusterfuck. Say it with me. Clusterfuck. I intentionally censored fuck just because I didn't know if it would really be good enough. That's a weird thing about Yaikon. It's something I never understood. You can go to Yaikon and say fuck, people will cringe. And it doesn't make sense to me. Like, I've done comedy. I've done a comedy panel 2 years in the past. All right, and my jokes are pretty harsh, as you may well know. So I get a lot of cringe reactions. How the fuck do you get a cringe reaction at a convention that glorifies dudes fucking other dudes in the asshole, sometimes violently? You know, it's sometimes violent. When is that ever not violent? You know. But it's a convention that glorifies that kind of shit, and then I'm too much for them? Really? So I don't get it. I have no idea how that works. You know, it doesn't make any sense to me. It's a bunch of bullshit. It is. It's a bunch of bullshit. That's what it is. But my panel got approved, and I'm totally unprepared for it right now. I mean, I'm not going to be unprepared for it by the time it happens, but I was expecting not to have the panel because they didn't let me know on the day that they said they would let everyone know. So I was planning to not have it, and suddenly, oh no, dude, you have it. Oh, really? Great. Now I have to fucking worry about this shit. I'm in a fucking booth. I gotta do work for that. Hopefully I'm working in the auction. Hopefully I'm working in the bingo. Hopefully, and now I got this fucking panel. You know, it's like, oh fuck, that reminds me. I gotta remember to tell the people that I'm a bishi. The dude the head of the bishi department, if you want to call it that, told me to let them know. I didn't do it. I better do that. Thanks for reminding me, listeners. You're very helpful. But yeah, so I'm having that. You ever drive on the road? You know, driving on the road and think, shit, this streets would be safer if there were like bonobos behind the wheel. You know what I mean? Because people are fucking out of their goddamn minds. It has really occurred to me that everybody is fucking batshit nuts. Every fucking human is out of their minds. And if they're not out of their minds, they're stupid. Here's the thing. If you're not crazy, that just means you're not smart enough. You know? You're either out of your mind or you're fucking stupid. And, it's just the worst. I was like, so many anxiety problems today. I actually they reopened a Toys R Us in my city. And I was like, oh, alright, let me go check it out. Because, you know, I collect toys because I'm a grown-ass child. But, so I go in and check it out, and, like, Nothing but baby shit. Baby shit everywhere. Fucking baby shit. Just babies and babies and... Oh, fuck. Really? Are we encouraging... Should we really be encouraging more breeding? Don't we have enough humans? Is there a shortage that I'm not aware of? You know? Like... Come on, stop. Listen, I'm not against fucking. Alright? I think it's great. Do it. Do it to your heart's content. But stop breeding. Fucking stop it. Oh, I mean, we don't have enough serial killers to balance it out. You know? We don't. So stop fucking breeding. If you have a kid, stop. You're done. If you don't have a kid, don't start. Alright? Let's all just... I think we've all reached a level cap on the planet of humans. We've reached level 90. Alright? It stops now. Let's stop until the next expansion, and then we can have 5 more levels. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to insult kids, but fuck them. If you already have kids, great. Get your tubes tied, snip the tip, do whatever it is that you can do to stop having more. Don't have any more. If you don't have kids, don't have them ever. Alright? That's what I'm gonna say. Don't get knocked up at a convention when you're underage by a 40-year-old because you didn't know any better and then suddenly you have kids. Don't be that person. Alright? Be a stand-up individual. Don't do that. We're done. We've had enough. There's no more need. There's no need for more people. There's no shortage. We're not running out. You know, let us have a couple of wars. Clean out the herd a little bit before you start to fill it back up. The chalkboard is filled to the brim with bullshit. We can't fit anymore. Stop it. Stop writing on it. Alright, speaking of bullshit, I was playing World of Warcraft. Holy shit. Have you guys been playing World of Warcraft? Of course you're not, because everyone thinks it sucks. Yet there's like 17 million players. I guess nobody's playing it. That's the dumbest shit. You talk to anybody and they will not admit that they play that game. Oh, that game is stupid. That game is stupid. Well, then why are there so many people playing it? And don't tell me because it's stupid, because it's not. Because I play it and I'm a fucking genius. But I'm playing the expansion and I really enjoy it. I think it's alright. I think it was worth the money to a point. I mean, it would have been worth... It was worth the money because I didn't pay for it. You know, it was a treat for me because I'm awesome. You know, I get treats once in a while just for being me. That's how great I am. No, but I like it. I'm enjoying it. I really enjoy the whole Chinese mythos, and I can say that being part Chinese, that it's not racist. And even if it is, go fuck yourself. Find something more important to give a shit about. Speaking of shit, I've been cussing. How many curse words have I said in the last 3 minutes? You know, I really have to curb that shit because... Oh, 8 minutes I guess it's been. Because the ALA is supposed to be a clean event. Holy fucking hell, how am I gonna do this shit? How the fuck am I gonna do this? I have no idea. I have no idea whatsoever. I actually wanted to test out some material for some of my upcoming shows, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. It's not gonna be in any order, and some people actually said they wanted to hear it, so I'm gonna put it here. Shit. See, I don't even know what my jokes are. All right. Here's a joke for you. Here's a joke. I'm gonna test this joke out. This actually isn't a joke that I'm gonna say at an anime convention because fuck you guys. No, because this isn't I have so many jokes that aren't anime related. They're like actual jokes that I should say at a club. I just haven't gone to one in a couple of weeks. But yeah, so I have a joke. I don't even... What a horrible podcast this is turning out to be already. You know? Like, what the fuck am I talking about? I got the important shit out of the way. Now I'm just rambling. Sick of life. Sick of living. Too lazy to kill myself. If you noticed a pause or a sudden silence, it's because I was muting the thing so I could drink my beer and you wouldn't have to hear me slobbering all over the bottle like I'm sucking dick. Which is such a pleasant sound, isn't it? Just that slurpy, goopy shit. But anyways, so, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do some jokes. This is probably a terrible idea, but since I have no listeners, who gives a fuck? I'm going to test out my auction material for the audition at the Yakan. The audition. I don't know if this is a good idea. Maybe I'm jeopardizing my shit, but who gives a fuck? I'm probably not going to make it anyways because I'm not manly enough. You know, they always want people who are tall and who wear suits. And whenever I wear a suit, I look like a fucking criminal. I don't look dapper. I look like I'm gonna cut you for your wallet, and then I'm gonna be disappointed because all you had was $3 because you're a dumbass that buys stupid shit and that you call swag at a dealer's hall. Half of that shit you can get for half price online, but your dumbass has to buy it at the convention because it's there. But anyways, yeah. So I don't wear a suit. You know, I'm too fucking girly. Like I've been sporting a beard and a mustache with the curly cues because I like the westerns. But I've been sporting this for a couple of months and it's not working anymore. I look weird. I look like a woman with a beard. It's gross. I need to get rid of it and just accept that I'm a fucking goth femme bitch. You know? I am. I fucking am. I am. I'm a goth. What can I say? I can't avoid it. But anyways, some jokes. Here's a joke. There was a spider crawling up my wall the other day in my apartment. You know, as opposed to eating cereal at the kitchen table or some shit. Whatever. What else is a spider gonna do? You know. But anyways, a spider was crawling up my wall, and I was having a bad day for whatever reason. Maybe because I woke up alive. But I was having a bad day, and I started yelling at the spider. I was like, you fucking bitch-ass spider, you gonna fucking just crawl up my wall like you own the fucking place? Fuck you, you fucking spider. And as soon as I finish yelling at him, he stops. And I think to myself, oh, Jesus, did he just understand me? You know? Because I don't want to piss off a spider. Because they have thousands of kids. You know? It's like pissing off a Mexican. Yeah, I actually did that joke at a show a couple of weeks ago at an open mic, and this guy came up to me after my set, and he was really angry about it. He's like, "Dude, that is a horrible thing you just said. That is a horribly negative stereotype. That was a horrible thing you said." And you know what? He was right. 'Cause really, who wants a bunch of Mexican kids, you know? But he was like, "Dude, that was a racist stereotype. I don't appreciate that. If you got a problem with Mexicans, you got a problem with me." So, you know, I was getting embarrassed. So I pulled him aside. You know, I pulled him backstage and I was trying to calm him down. I was like, "Listen, Dad, I didn't say I have a problem with Mexicans. You know, it was just a joke. But if you think I have a problem with Mexicans, we can go back home. You know, you could have a couple of beers because that's what you people do. You know, or maybe we could have a barbecue on the side of the freeway. The point is, we don't have to fight about it. All right?" Yeah. Yeah, my dad's an idiot. Not as dumb as my mom, though, because she's a woman. So, yeah, those are some jokes. Try that out. I don't know if you guys laughed at it. If you did, feel free to respond to this video or respond to me on Facebook, because that's probably where you're listening to this shit, because I have no friends on on YouTube, because who gives a fuck, you know? That's not even my auction material, my audition. My audition material is much more stupid. I actually open it up by stripping. And don't get too excited. I don't really strip. I just take off my trench coat and reveal my gorgeous goth clothing underneath. Because like I said, I'm a goth. But anyways, I take that off and, you know, woo, fanfare, everyone, all the bitches are going to be screaming and all that shit, whatever. I'm like, hey, alright, dude, you know, take it easy. You know, I know you're expecting more stripping, but that's not going to happen. This is what I'm going to say. For the most part, I'm ad-libbing right now, so bear with me. I don't strip, you know. I had a terrible experience with stripping. I was actually strip searched once. It was a horrible experience, you know. I had one of those guys who was too into his job, you know. He was reaching places that I don't even touch. You know, he was like behind me, reaching a little bit too far, you know. It's like, dude, what the fuck are you reaching for? I didn't take your wallet, you know. Calm the fuck down. You know, like, I've had girlfriends give me rim jobs without permission. This dude still managed to make me feel violated. You know? That's what he was like. It was the worst. Let me tell you, mall cops are taking their jobs way too seriously these days. You know? Fuck you, I think that's a good joke. Now, I mean, I think he was a mall cop. I wasn't really sure because we were actually across the street from the mall in the corner. And he was out of uniform, you know, which I thought was weird. And he was in an Oldsmobile, you know. I was like, dude, shouldn't you be in like a golf cart or something? Yeah. But he was pretty nice afterwards, you know. He took me to dinner. It was a nice restaurant. The hotel we got wasn't very good though. I didn't like that hotel. And he was getting kind of pushy too, you know. He's like, "Dude, if you don't let me piss on you right now, I'm not gonna pay you." And I was like, "Holy shit, mall cops pay people now? I didn't even know that we were supposed to do that." Yeah, that's a prostitution joke. In case some of you didn't get that. Speaking of a joke nobody's gonna get, I have another one. This is actually what I'm gonna say on stage. I know it's like self-deprecating or self-defecating because these jokes are full of shit. But anyways, I've transitioned into the next part, which is speaking of a joke nobody's gonna get. I have another one. You know, this is for all the men in the audience, both of you. You ever go to give your girl a cum shot? You know, a facial. You know, where you come on their face. Yeah, but you don't make it in time. You know, or you miss, and then you hit the dude behind him. You know, and then he starts flipping out. And then you have to comment like, dude, Dad, relax, you'll get your turn. You know? That's one transition of the joke. I have another variation where I talk about, you know, you go to give your girl a cum shot, and then you miss, and you hit the dude behind her, and then he starts flipping out because let me tell you, bus drivers do not like it when you cum on them, you know? And he starts flipping out like, get off my bus, you fucking pervert. And like, dude, relax, take it easy. You know, I don't have AIDS. I'm pretty sure, you know. I think, you know. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, that guy in the back of the bus tasted kind of weird. But even if I did get it from him, I'm sure it doesn't transition that quickly. No. That actually happened to me once. Not getting AIDS, but I actually went to give an ex of mine a facial. I was going to come on her face. Actually, I was going to come in her mouth. And, I didn't make it in time because her leg got in the way. And they don't tell you this shit when you're fucking, but you never notice it when you're watching pornos. But whenever someone's going to give someone a facial, they're always behind them first, or like at the edge of the bed, so the woman can just kind of shift real quick and just catch it, you know, like a pro. But we didn't plan that out, so I'm like fucking her, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna come. So I get up and I'm like jacking off over her face, and I'm sorry if this is a little blunt for some of you. I'm gonna put a disclaimer on the beginning of the show. But anyways, so I'm jacking off over her face, and I'm like, oh wait, I guess I was wrong. You know, so I go back to fucking her, and I'm fucking her. I'm like, all right, this is it. And I pull out, and her leg gets stuck on my leg, and like I can't reach her. And so like she's trying to like catch the cum that's spewing forth at her, and she looks like a fucking dog that you're throwing food at, you know, like reaching up at it. Like have you ever been drinking something out of a straw, but you missed the straw, but you're too stupid to realize that you could hold the straw and bring it to your mouth? So instead, for like 10 minutes or 10 seconds, you're mouthing the air, like just kind of. That's exactly what she was doing. It was fucking hilarious. It was the funniest shit. I mean, eventually I got to her mouth and, you know, fucking deposited my, you know, money shot. But anyways, it was the funniest shit. So part of that joke is based off of truth. Yeah, so those are some of my jokes. I have no idea what I'm gonna do for my panel. My panel is like 15 minutes long. I think I'm gonna go up there for like 15. I'm gonna go up there for like 10 minutes and just talk to the audience and just kind of gauge the audience, you know, see if I can work the crowd a little bit and kind of bring them down to my level, kind of get them out of the yaoi world and bring them into the actual gay world. Because that's the thing. I've made so many gay jokes at YaoiCon that nobody gets because I don't mean to be disrespectful, but this is probably gonna sound like the most disrespectful shit you ever heard. 80% of the people that go to YaoiCon aren't even really gay. You know, they're just women who are into the fantasy. Like, gay people to women that go to YaoiCon are like, it's like Japan to otakus. You know, it's like this mystical thing that doesn't really exist. Or like it exists in their mind, their imagination, or it does exist, but it's miles away and you'll never see it, like a unicorn or some shit. And then you throw some real gay shit at them, they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because they don't fucking really know, you know? Like, I came out of the closet a couple months ago, and my dad was pissed about that, you know, because he was like, how did you pick the lock? No, but I did. I came out of the closet. I'm not gay, but I'm pansexual, which is, if you don't know what that is, it's like being bisexual, except they give you a pan. You know, so you can cook. I just snuck in a bunch of jokes that I'm going to try out for stage. If you're laughing at it, God bless you. Or God's bless you, whatever fucking bullshit you believe in. Darwin bless you. I don't know. If you're laughing, thank you. I appreciate it. But most people at YaoiCon don't really get it. They're not really in the gay community. It's all fantasy for them. It's all fucking bullshit. You know, like, and there's always the ultra feminine, small, skinny guy who gets paired off with the older, unnecessarily large-chested, large dude who's always violently seducing the skinny guy, and it never works like that, because in every relationship I'm in, even the ones with dudes, the dudes are always bigger than me, and I'm always the one that's taking charge because I'm a fucking man. You know, here's the thing. If you're gay, why would you want a dude that looks like a woman? You know what I mean? I get it, because yeah, you know, when I look like a woman, I want to fuck me too. But if you're a dude who's into men, wouldn't you want a dude that looks like a man? You know? So that's why the whole fucking yaoi thing, it's not, they say, and this is, I'm probably going to get shit for this, but they say it's a celebrating man love, but it's not. It's celebrating a fantasy of what you think it's about. And you know, half the shit is written by women who don't know fuck about dick, because they don't get out of their cubicles, because they're too busy drawing shit. You know, they don't, I mean, half of it is fucking, it's bullshit. It is. You like what my voice did there? I just went back into puberty for a second. No, but, and the guys, like, their chests are fucking huge. They're fucking huge. It's like, it's fucking gross. You know, how big do you have to get and still be skinny? How can you be that broad but still be thin? It's weird. It's like a basketball player, except with no talent. And they're always dapper with these dashing eyes, and if they have a mustache, it's just like straggly lines. It's not it's fucking bullshit. It's garbage. I don't even know why I'm doing this anymore. I'm gonna get shit for this podcast, I know it. Thankfully, nobody listens to it. No, I mean, that whole big-chested thing, some of those guys, they're like fucking aircraft carriers, you know? You could land a jet on their chest, you know, and still have room to park it. You know, like, I could if I was in one of those mangas or in one of those yaoi animes, I could be standing on the dude and walking for 20 minutes just to reach the left nipple, you know? That's how big these fucking shoulders and broad... It's like, fucking, dude. Like, I have a broad chest, but you wouldn't know it because I mask it with gorgeous dresses and I'm very feminine. But if you know, take my clothes off and suddenly, holy shit, this dude is a man. You know, and I'm sure people are hoping to see that at the auction, but it's not going to happen. I don't strip. I don't know if you've ever seen a guy in drag taking off the clothes, but it ruins the illusion, you know? It's like there's tape where tape should never be. It's not a good look. But anyways, you know, I think I'm done complaining right now. I'm fucking tired. I got other shit to do. I don't know what it is, but like playing games or something. But those are some of my jokes. If you liked them, let me know. If you don't like them, go fuck yourself. Nah, don't do that. If you don't like them, then it is what it is. I'm probably gonna have a better podcast next week. I'm gonna have the new format that I wanted next week. I'm still not gonna spoil the surprise. It's gonna be great. Just hang tight. You're gonna love it. 24 minutes in. That's enough. How much more do you need to hear? And I'll probably have another podcast next week. I'm really disappointed this week because I didn't get to see my friends. Andrew, Ann, I love you guys. I'm sorry I didn't get to see you. I'm probably not going to get to see you tomorrow because it's just probably not going to happen. And that statement is going to be completely invalid by the time this is up, so I don't know why I said it. Because by the time this is up, it's going to be Sunday, and this statement won't matter. But anyways, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys at ALA. And I don't just mean the fans. Fuck you guys. No, I love you guys. If you're a fan of mine, I love you. But I'm talking about Andrew, Ann. I love you guys. I'm looking forward to seeing you at ALA. I might be making it to PMX. I don't know. I've actually got a cami costume to work on, which is going to be great. I'm toning up my ass. I'm going to look great. I'm going to look gorgeous. We're going to have the roast at ALA. And I'm going to I'm going to let that be a surprise for the roast. Nick, Masa D. Luffy, Masa D. Rodriguez, whatever the fuck you want to call yourself. I'm sure you don't listen to this shit. But if word gets around, I have a surprise for you at the roast. You're going to love it. It's going to make you feel so gay, and you're going to love it because you're going to be confused. You're going to be totally fucking turned on by my glorious ass. And don't get me wrong, it's fine. If you find my ass attractive and you're a dude, it's okay. I got a gorgeous ass. What can I say? But anyways, that's it for the recording. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time.